MrTransforce96 here with another video. I'm going to be talking about San Diego Comic-Con coverage. We have our first images of them setting up Hot Toys figures at San Diego Comic-Con, and in this video I'm going to be talking about Hulk and Gladiator, Hulk, and Loki from Thor Ragnarok. There is, I'll be making more Thor Ragnarok videos as more images come out and the figures are set up. As you can see in Loki's picture, I started making this video before, and as I was talking about Loki, I noticed something in the background that really got me interested and threw me way off, so I had to restart this video. But as you can see, there's some interesting stuff in the background of Loki's picture. We have Gladiator Thor's, you have his base right behind him, so obviously that's the Gladiator Thor figure. There's another Thor behind Loki as well, which is obviously kind of like Thor before he gets his gladiator look in Thor Ragnarok. And then there's the thing that I noticed that's kind of like in between Loki and in between that regular Thor. I don't know what it is. It's like some horn thing. It's making me like hoping that it's Hela, but I don't know. It looks very strange. So I'm incredibly excited to see what that actually is. If it's another figure, if it's some sort of accessory, or if it's a bit of Hela's headdress piece. I don't know, but that is really exciting to me, and I am pretty interested to see what that is about. But let's talk about the main figures here that we can actually see. Starting off with Loki, obviously they've gone with his more colorful costume. He basically wears the same costume in Thor Ragnarok, but in two different colors. He has one that's green and black, is more traditional Loki colors, and then there's this one which is blue and yellow. It's essentially the same costume, though, just different colors. We see him wear this one when he's like on the Gladiator planet, sitting with Jeff Goldblum. So this is kind of an interesting look for him. I think that it does look cool. It looks fun, but personally, it doesn't scream Loki to me. So, and this is just going to be it's such a specific version of Loki that I wouldn't get this if this is your only Loki. I would really only suggest this figure if you have like a Loki collection and you want another one in it. But if you just want one Loki, I think the other ones are definitely going to be better for you because they're more classic Loki. Not to mention the green and black color scheme just does look better in general. But overall, this still does look very cool. Looks like there's some nice detailing in the costume. His face sculpt does look new, I believe. He's got somewhat of a smile about him. He has very cut features, which I think is pretty accurate to Tom Hiddleston. So I think that the head sculpt does look pretty nice. His helmet looks very cool. The horns look vicious, which I definitely like a lot. As you can see, he comes with his two daggers, and then next to him is I don't remember what it's called, but it's the frost giant relic, the thing that he uses in the first Thor movie. So I think that it's interesting that he comes with that. Who knows if that's going to be like revisited in this movie? Could be cool, but that does look like a very neat accessory. As far as if I plan to get it, again, like I said, I don't think it screams Loki to me, and I have the Loki from Avengers 1, which in my opinion is by far the best. It's the most like classic Loki that he has ever been. So I love that Loki figure, and it does seem like a step down to me. So personally, I don't plan to get this, but I am very happy that they are making a Loki figure. Gladiator Hulk, this is quite exciting. This is one that we obviously knew they were going to make. I think people are going to go pretty crazy for this. It does look very cool. I love the fact that he's yelling. I think that that's a very cool expression. I'm not 100% sure if it's a new face sculpt. I would imagine it is, but the Age of Ultron Hulk figure had a yelling face sculpt as well, so it is possible that's reused. He obviously has a helmet. I would guess, I'm not quite sure if like that head is attached to the helmet, or if like you can remove his hair like all the others and just put on the helmet on top of that. I'm not sure, but it does look very cool. As you can see, the mohawk piece is like a real fabric there, so that's kind of nice. He does still use rubber. I believe that the right arm is definitely still rubber. The left arm, it's hard to tell. That might actually be a visible joint, or if it might still be rubber. I would hope that it's a visible joint, though. It would have been nice if they made this figure have visible joints, just because I'm not a fan of rubber, and that he only has one arm that's exposed, so it's like, just show us one joint, and be done with it. That would have been nice. I would have preferred that over them using rubber, but unfortunately they did use rubber at least for one of the arms, possibly for both, though. He does look very cool, though. Obviously it's so unique to see a Gladiator version of Hulk, and he's got two massive accessories which look very cool. But again, because of the rubber, you know, he's not going to have a tremendous amount of range as far as his movement. He's going to move just like the other two Hulks, which, you know, have some articulation, but they're not like great or anything. So even though he comes with these weapons, I don't think you can do much with him because of his articulation. So I think that he looks like a cool, fun figure. But again, just like Loki, I think it's a very specific look. You know, it's going to be like a one scene in a movie type of look, and therefore I don't know if it's perfect for your collection as the only version of the character that you have. But if you have the other Hulk and you just want something new and it's quite unique, this is a cool one for you. But again, personally, I have the Avengers 1 Hulk that I'm pretty happy with, you know, I don't see much new here that would tempt me into actually getting it, but it's very cool to look at. I think that it does look like a cool piece. I am excited to see the rest of the Thor Ragnarok figures that they do show, and I'm very surprised that they are showing these. Thor Ragnarok comes out in November, and Doctor Strange last year was in the same boat. It came out in November, and they didn't show the Doctor Strange figure until like a month after Comic-Con, actually. So I am surprised that they're showing not only Thor, but Loki and Hulk and possibly Hela or whatever that thing is behind Loki. But overall, super excited to see what else they have to show in general and specifically for Thor Ragnarok. So stay tuned to my channel. I'll try to keep you guys updated as much as I can. Tomorrow I'll be able to do more. Today I'll be able to update you until a certain point, and then I have something to do today. But hopefully I can get you guys my coverage on Comic-Con as soon as the pictures come out. So let me know what you guys think of these figures, and thanks so much for watching.